Hello dear viewers, welcome to TV MathHub. This is your home for clear and practical mathematics. For those that are here for the first time, you are highly welcome, and please consider subscribing to this channel so you can always get notified whenever a new video is uploaded. In our today's session, I will be taking you through mathematics for Senior 5. We have been looking at different items plus the required responses. And in case you haven't watched our previous videos on these items, please consider checking within the description for this video or in the comment section. You will find the link that will take you to the items that we have so far looked at. So let us look at our today's item. It says a wheelchair ramp is to be constructed on a storage building. Mrs. Divya, the owner of the building, wishes that the outer view of one side of the ramp is a right-angled triangle with base x meters, that is the horizontal, and height y meters, that is the vertical, and area 84 meters squared, with an angle of inclination theta for safety. The task is help Mrs. Divya to part 1, prove that if x is equal to this and y is equal to that, then the area required for the side view of the ramp will be achieved. And 2, we need to determine the base and height of the triangular side view if x plus y is equal to 31. And lastly, we need to determine the length and angle of the ramp. So let us look at the required responses. So we have been given x as that and y as that, and our first task is to prove that if x is this and y is that, then the area required for the side view of the ramp will be achieved. Remember, the area that is to be achieved is this one here, which is 84 meters squared. So if we need to achieve this, area, then we shall look at the area of the triangle. So this is the triangle which is having this as the base and this as the height. So when we try to look at our triangle, if we try to look at the triangle, if this is the triangle, remember, wishes the outer view of one side of the ramp is to be a right-angled triangle. So if we have achieved a right-angled triangle having this as y and having this as x, so that is basically what we are having. So we need to look at the area. What is the area of a triangle? Area of a triangle is same as a half times base times height. So we are looking at the response to part 1. So let us look at area. Area is same as a half times base times height. But we have been given this as the base. We have been given this as the height. So it means we need, first of all, get the base times the height, then we multiply it by a half, and we see if it will achieve the area, which is equal to 84. So for that case, let us first get area. So our area will be same as a half times base. So the base is x, then times height, which height is y. So we need to see if we get a half times x times y, shall we get a? So let us first of all go on and have this as a half times, that is 18 into sec of theta plus tan of theta. This is into as this one here, y is, so let us multiply by 28 over 3 into sec theta plus tan minus tan of theta, So this will give us a half times 18 times 28 divided by 3. Here we shall have sec of theta plus tan of theta. This is multiplied into sec of theta minus tan of theta. So looking at this, let us first simplify this. When you simplify this, that is 18 times 28 divided by 6. We shall be able to get 84. So then we shall multiply 84, we shall multiply sec theta plus tan theta into sec theta minus, this is a difference of two squares, so it is same as sec squared theta minus tan squared of theta. So this will give us 84 times what is sec squared theta minus tan squared theta. Sec squared theta minus tan squared theta is 1. From the Pythagorean identities, we should be able to recall this, that 1 plus tan squared theta is same as sec squared theta. And for that case, it means when I take this one the other side, I will get 1 which is equal to sec squared minus tan squared. So this one here is equal to 1. So we shall have our area as 84. So when you look at the area that we have obtained, this area is same as the required area. So the area which is required was 84, and what we have obtained is also 84. For that case, it means these given dimensions, that is x equaling to that and y equaling to that, will satisfy the required area. So we need to give that conclusion. So we need to prove that if x is equal to that and y is equal to that, then the area required for the side view will be achieved. So you have to give that conclusion. So in our conclusion, we shall therefore say if x is equal to that and y is equal to that, then the area required will be achieved. And for that case, part A will be answered. So in part B, determine the base and height of the triangular side view if x plus y is equal to 31. So we are given in part 2 that if x plus y is equal to 31, we need to obtain the base, which base is x. We need to obtain the height, which height is y. So we need the values of x and y. So we are given x plus y is equal to 31. But here we have also seen that the area is equal to 84, and the area is same as a half times base times height. So I want us to get another expression that relates x and y, because if you have x plus y as 31, you need another equation that relates x with y. So when you look at from the area, which is same as a half times x times y, I can get the another expression which relates x and y. So our area is of course 84. So 84 is same as having a half x times y. And for that case, it means we shall get 84, we multiply it by 2, and this will give us 168, which is equal to xy. So xy is same as 168. So I have this equation, I can use the two equations and get the value of x and y. So let us look at that. So from equation number 2, I can make, for example, x or y the subject. So if I make x the subject, so I will have 168 divided by y. So I will substitute x equaling to 168 divided by y into equation number 1. And if that is the case, I will therefore have this as x, where there is x, let me put this. So I will have this as y, actually 168 over y plus y, which is equal to 31. So multiply through by y, 168 plus y squared will give us 31y. So y squared minus 31y plus 168 will give us 0. So we shall solve this. So y will be same as minus minus, that is plus 31, plus or minus a square root of negative 31 squared minus 4 times a is 1, then times 168. The whole of this is over 2 times a, which is 1. So from there, we shall have y as, so this will be 31 plus or minus, this will give us 17 divided by 2. So for that case, we can easily get the values of y. So let us get the values of y. So either y will be 31 plus 17 divided by 2, or y will be 31 minus 17 divided by 2. So this will give us 48 divided by 2, 24, or y will be 31 minus 17, that is 14, divided by 2, which is 7. So meaning either y is equal to that or y is equal to that. We need to go on and get the value of x. So from x equaling to 168 divided by y, we have it here. We have it at this given point. So from x equaling to that, for y equaling to 24, then x will be 168 divided by 24, which is same as 7. Or for y equaling to 7, x will be 168 divided by 7, and this is 24. So we have the values of x as 7 or 24. We have y as 7 or 24. So we need to choose the values of x which will help us in making the ramp. So if we are interested in the values of x and y which will help us in making this view, that is the outer view of one side of the ramp, to be the right angled triangle, then we must choose the one that will give us a better inclination. So for a ramp, what we need to note here is that for a ramp, the base or what we call the horizontal, the base or the horizontal is typically longer than, should be typically longer than the height. Should be typically longer than the height. And for that case, it means we shall be able to take our x as 24 and our y as 7, because the base should be longer than the height for a safe inclination. This one should happen for a safe inclination. For a safe inclination. So that's why we shall therefore choose our x as 24 and y as 7. So thus we shall have our height as 7 meters and our base as 24 meters. In other words, we shall take this set. When y is 7, our x is 24. Remember, there is also this option when y is 24, x is 7. But for a safe inclination, then the base, this base here, for the safe inclination, this base here, this base should be longer than the height, such that you have a better inclination. Otherwise, the inclination will actually not be better, because this one will be longer and this one is shorter. So the inclination will be something like that, which will not be a better inclination. So for better inclination, then we should take this one here a bit longer than this. So that's why we are choosing the set of the values of x and y to be 8, 7, and the base to be 24. Okay, so it means this part here, part B, will be answered. And part C, determine the length and angle of the ramp. So we need the length. So the length of the ramp will be actually what we call the hypotenuse. So next we are interested in the length. That is part C. So C, we are interested in the length of the ramp, and we shall be saying that the length of the ramp is the hypotenuse. Is actually the hypotenuse L of the right angle. Of the right angled triangle. So if it means if we are having our triangle here, so we are having our angle there, and then this one here is 24, this one here is 7. So we are interested in this length, so it means length squared will be equal to 7 squared plus 24 squared, and L squared will be same as 625, and L will be the square root of 625, which will give us 25. So the length of that, the length of the ramp will be 25 meters. So after getting the length of the ramp, we are interested in the angle. We are interested in the angle of the ramp as well. So what will be the angle? We can easily get the angle from here by using the expression that tan theta is same as 7 over 24. So theta is tan inverse of 7 over 24, which will give us theta as 16.26 degrees. So the angle of inclination will therefore be theta, which is 16.2 degrees. So you must make sure you conclude. So here, therefore, the length of the ramp is and lastly, the angle of inclination of the ramp is 16.26 degrees. So from there we shall have answered this item. So those are the required responses. These are the required responses. So that's all for this session. Please, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, to like and share this video to your friends. Thank you. We meet in our next video. Yeah.